Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Fred Beans Volkswagen in Devon, Pennsylvania on this very cold Friday morning where the wind chill is about 12 degrees to bring you this 2026 Volkswagen Jetta GLI in the Monument Gray. So this is the top trim Jetta, the bigger engine, more power, that performance-oriented compact sedan. So you can let me know if you're in the market for one of these vehicles. Are you looking at this Jetta GLI over, let's say, that Mazda 3 Turbo as an example? You can let me know as we go through this vehicle. So let's dig in. All right, the front end of our Jetta GLI in the Monument Gray. We have a full spread of LED lighting across the front of the vehicle with that red stripe down below in the lower part of the grille, the red GLI badge right up there, gloss black upper part of the grille, flat black down below with functional side air curtains. As we move around to our wheel and tire package on the GLI, it's an 18-inch gloss black aluminum alloy wheel, Volkswagen badge on the center cap, red brake calipers. Now these wheels are wrapped in Hankook Kinergy GT tires, 225 on the width, 45 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, front wheel drive, but we do have a limited slip diff up front with that XDS cross differential system. We have chassis, electronic chassis control in here as well. Four-wheel independent sport suspension. There's a lot of performance goodies in this vehicle to really make it handle well on the road, and we're going to check that out when we drive it. As we move on out, we're going to have that Monument Gray, that sharp body line going right on the upper part of the doors, through the door handles, into the taillight. We have the stuck-on GLI badge on the door. I think we can do without that. It looks kind of silly there. Then we have gloss black side view mirrors, LED turn signals, color matched on the front and rear door handle, a right side fuel filler cap, up top, blacked out roof, smart move, shark fin antenna, standard sunroof, and then over the back we go. We have the gloss black lip spoiler on the deck lid, a full spread of LED lighting in the back as well. And we have that GLI badge in red right in the middle, flat black on the rear diffuser area, and we do have chrome dual exhaust finishers coming out each side, which look very sporty. Under the hood of this 26 Jetta GLI is Volkswagen's 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine mated to a 7-speed automatic transmission. You can still get the GLI in 26 with a 6-speed manual transmission, 228 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque, 0-60 estimate 5.6 seconds for the automatic transmission, and then MPGs 26 in the city, 35 on the highway, and 29 combined. But I'd love to meet the guy or gal that designed this horrendous looking prop rod on this Jetta GLI. I mean, really? Look at this thing. Well, you let me know. Maybe you know the guy's name. We are at the back right quarter panel of this GLI, and it has a 13.2 gallon gas tank with a gas cap, and the minimum octane rating is 87. So you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price, 26 Jetta GLI Autobahn, $33,745. This baby's got a few options on it, which we'll check out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,275 from Volkswagen's Puebla, Mexico assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $37,587. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we're going to have the black soft touch material across the top with gloss black surrounding your brushed aluminum door handle. We have the gray insert with the red stitching, and then the black armrest in soft touch with the red stitching. Flat black on the switchgear, heated side view mirrors, but no power fold on the side view mirrors. Good sized door pocket. This is where you're going to pop the trunk right there. Foot box. We have a large dead pedal brake and accelerator, all with aluminum finish, which I do like. The all-season GLI floor mats in the vehicle at this time. Seating wise, full power with 3 memory seat settings for the driver, manual assist front passenger, and I think we need to have front passenger power at least. Then we have the gray and black two-tone leather with the stitching, nice and soft, perforation, headrests nice and soft. Front passenger door panel, same as the driver. As we move on over to the dash, we have the black soft touch and then gloss black and silver trim into the heat and air vent with the gray and the red stitching. We do have a large glove box. It's a non-locking glove box. Then we have the 8-inch infotainment screen from Volkswagen, same as we saw in the 25 GLI. Wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, no built-in nav. All the maps and nav will come through your phone. Right now we're on the home menu where you can go to your radio, Bluetooth your phone, vehicle settings. You can bring up the climate control up here if you want to use it up here, or we do have redundancies down below. So I do like that. We go back to home, have your media, App Connect, hook the vehicle up to your smartphone, equalizer to set up your speakers, nice swipeability from one side to another. Here is the radio right here. Right now we have it on our 80s on 8. And if you want to see your sources, there they all right there. HD, AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, your music library, whatever you may want to watch and see. You can go back to our menu. Now we have our vehicle settings. We can go into there. We can check out our performance monitors. Now, I do like the way that looks. Then you have your selection where you have your digital cockpit, driving data, vehicle status. So we can switch to this if we want to do that. So you got set there. You have your settings right over here on the bottom right. You can flip that around. You got your ambient lighting right here where you can go ahead and either link it to your drive mode or go manual and choose your own color based on the color wheel. I went with red since we have that monument gray and the red cross stitch. And no, there you go. So you got that ambient lighting set up as well. A lot of people love that kind of stuff, and Volkswagen has obliged in the GLI. So nicely done. Now, we have volume and tuning on either side. Watch this backup camera action. They still got that old backup camera that's grainy without trajectory, and VW has got to get this under control. We need to have a better camera in a vehicle now that's coming up on 38 grand. So we're back to park, X out of this, and we're good to go. Down further, 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards. Here is the dual climate that you can adjust here. Haptic feedback buttons for everything on this panel, and it's gloss black. So be careful. We have 3-stage heated seats, 3-stage ventilated seats. The heated seats feel great for the driver and the front passenger. So they got you set there. Underneath that, you got a couple USB-Cs and a wireless charging pad. Now we have our gator with the red stitching in leather with the red around here, looking really, really sharp to go through this 7-speed. Automatic, push button start, electric brake, engine auto stop start on or off, our drive modes, which we'll check out when we go through the dash, our 12-volt right there, 2 cup holders, and then our GLI key fob right here, where you have lock, unlock, pop the trunk, remote start, and the VW badge on the back. And then we have a soft armrest with the stitching. We can open that up, and we have a larger area underneath for storage. GLI steering wheel, we have a leather wrap wheel with the perforation, nice 10 and 2 notches. The heated steering wheel is on. It's 360-degree heat, and it feels great. VW badge on the horn button, and then more red and silver trim with the GLI. Flat bottom wheel to help you get in and out of this vehicle. And at 511, I have no problem. Then we're going to have flat black on our switch gear right here, and you're going to have your adaptive cruise on the left and your volume over here on the left in silver. And then over here you have seek for your music. Then you have the heated steering wheel on or off and controls for the digital dash as well as your voice commands. We do have paddles in case you want to go through this 7-speed automatic manually. On the left side here, you're going to have your turn signals, high beams. On the right, windshield wipers. Over here on the left, you're going to have your headlight controls right here. And then we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have our digital instrument cluster. Let's check out our drive modes. They're going to show up right on the infotainment screen. We have normal, sport, custom, eco, comfort. Of course, for today, we're going to be rocking in sport mode. No doubt about that. Now, swinging on back here. Now, we can bring up additional information. Now, you can either configure what you want to see in the middle by going on the up and down arrows. So we want to have economy. We'll have that up. Or let's say, nah, we'll go with our ranged tank. But we'll have that up. There you go. And then you can also go through different sections. Up top, have your music up, your phone, vehicle status can be up here, your driving data, right? System assists. So they have additional information you can go to up there. Simple to use, and it's very clear. Overhead console, got a spot for your shades right there. And then, if you want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, the button with the picture of the car with the door open, you push it in and leave it in. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, should be LED. You get that annoying beep, close the door, the lighting will dim out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Then you have your standard sunroof. Shade is manual, you can throw it back. And then you have one button, one touchback, roof goes up, wind buffeter comes up, glass goes back, and then one touch closes. It starts to flurry here southwest of the city of Philadelphia. And then if you want to tilt it, you push that button up towards the roof and it'll tilt up. Or you can close it up, tilt it down, and then bring that shade back with your hand. Very, very simple. We have a frameless rear view mirror with home link, compass, and auto dim. And then we have our sun visor with vanity and a light. Again, should be LED. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the back of the GLI, but first the rear door panel, not the same. We're missing the stitching. It's all hard black plastic all the way down to the soft touch on the armrest. Now, the seat set for my driving position. Let's hop on in. Right leg in, duck, twist, left leg in. Now, I do have enough room for my head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11". You're going to have to duck, I guess, maybe over 5'9", but there is a good amount of room back here. Of the leather all the way down. No seat pocket behind the driver. There should be one here. We do have a seat pocket behind the front passenger. No heat and air vents in the back of the center console, and no connectivity. And at a top trim GLI, we should have 2 heat and air vents back here and connectivity for the third row backseat passengers. The seating, though, is the same leather with the gray and the black two-tone and the stitching and the perforation. And we do have an armrest, which is very, very soft, 2 and a third cup holders. But overall, it's lacking some things, which is disappointing for a top trim, but it is comfortable here in the back. Getting into the trunk of the GLI, well, you can pop it from the key fob, you can pop it from the driver door, or you come to the back and right underneath the L in GLI, there's a button. You just hit it and it goes right up. Nice wide opening, 14.1 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of GLI. Here are the carpeted floor mats right here with the red stitching, so I do like that. Then we have the cargo protection system that is in here. That includes those all-season mats. That's an option. And underneath here, we have a small spare with some tools. So at least we got a spare. Thanks, VW, for that. And if you don't have anybody in the back and you need more room, we do have levers. We can pull these. Now we can go around to each seat and let them down. In a 60-40 split. And now, with those rear seats down, you got a lot more room for those longer items. So it's a really good use of space in the back of the trunk of the GLI. Window sticker time, here we go. 26 Jetta GLI Autobahn Monument Gray, Grigio and Titan leather, 7-speed automatic. Here are the standard features right here. Warranty information. Options. Total vehicle MSRP. Fuel economy estimates. Government safety ratings. Parts content, 5% US and Canada, 36% Mexico, 17% Germany. Final assembly in Puebla, Mexico. Engine, Mexico. Transmission, Germany. Let's take this baby out for a spin. Out on the road in this 26 Jetta GLI in the Monument Gray. My favorite color is the Monterey Blue, but this is still a good one. Great handling on the GLI, just like last year. And really, the car is unchanged from 25. I think the only difference is they're changing out that awful Beats premium audio system for a Harman Kardon. However, this one doesn't have the Harman Kardon in it, I don't believe. But the ride is smooth. It's a very light car, as you would expect in a compact sedan. And so there is plenty of horsepower and torque for this vehicle, but it is very, very smooth on the road. It handles the turns really well. And it's got a good sound, even though I believe this is enhanced sound being pumped in. Some people really find that offensive. I really don't care. The heated seats and the heated steering wheel work great. Actually, my butt is getting so hot, I think I'm going to get rid of that and turn off the wheel because my hands are getting sweaty. They really get hot, which is really, really nice. We're going to come down here and we are going to turn around, and hopefully I won't have a slowpoke in front of me and we can actually have a little fun going back up the hill. But we have a nice and tight 17.7 foot turning radius in the GLI. Comes front wheel drive, but you do have the limited slip diff. We got the adaptive dampers, cross differential system, four-wheel independent suspension, the tightened up steering, the sporty steering. It just feels really good going through the turns. Feels really, really good. How are our brakes going to do? Nobody's behind me. Oh yeah, stops just fine. Now let's go. Short shifting because we do have a new engine. These hand-cooked tires, they hold really well considering it's only 20 degrees out right now. They hold the line really well coming up the hill. So I do like that quite a bit. I like the handle. I like a lot of things about this car, and really in my book there's really only one other competitor here in this compact sedan segment that gives you performance like this GLI, and that is the Mazda 3 Turbo. You're getting the 2.5 liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine in the Mazda 3, and you can get it with either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, but you can't get it with a 6-speed manual anymore in the sedan for the Mazda 3, so you'd have to take their 6-speed automatic. But the other compact sedans, even if you try to get a sportier one, they're all going to be lower horsepower than this in the Mazda 3. And they're going to be CVTs, except if you go Civic Si, you'll get the manual, but then you got a lot less horsepower and torque than this or the Mazda 3. So if you're looking for that performance-oriented compact sedan, the Jetta GLI and the Mazda 3 Turbo, they stand out as the two you should be looking at. That would be my recommendation. Come out and test drive one of these. Test drive a Mazda 3 Turbo. Decide what you want to do. But I do want to thank Fred Beans Volkswagen here in Devon, Pennsylvania, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Volkswagen Jetta GLI in Monument Gray for a review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. You enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also drop a comment, give it some hype points, get it up in the YouTube algorithm. And as always, please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.